Third.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
2 outs. Line drive and a base hit knocks in a run.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and lifted into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's a big power threat. David Ortiz. He swings and fouls one off. Here's the 0-1. And that's too high. Righty to the plate. Towards first. Oh, nice stop at first. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself. Waves the pitcher off and continues to run into the dugout.
Mitch Garver up to hit here. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Martinez back to work. In for a strike. 0-1. Martinez, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Mauer collects, fires to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike. Pitch though.
And up next for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. Fastball for a strike.
You know, Raleigh made history in 2023. He had a game with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, becoming the first catcher in Mariners history to do that.
1 down, base is empty. Now this is in the air down the line. Guerrero after it. He's got it. That's out number 2.
Reckless abandon right there to rob a potential home run. He knew he was going to crash into the fence, but braces himself to hold on to that one. Just an outstanding job of focus.
Ty France now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Foul ball there. Struck him out looking. Mariners are down in order. They're down 1-0. And here is Sosa to the plate. The wind to the pitch. And there's a foul ball. Oh, 1 down. Yeah, foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And here is Vladimir Guerrero. And first offering is fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. That'll make it out of here. A gigantic blast. And they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
Breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly over with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And now here is Joe Mauer. And that one fouled off. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one ripped, but foul. Oh and 2 now. And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Chase Utley. That's towards center. And that is that. Leading off, Luke Raley. And a pitch. And a foul ball. Raley, in his second season, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2016. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
And a 1-2 again. Ripped towards third. Throw over to Thomas. One up, one down.
The right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Now batting Mitch Haniger. And a weak ground ball to the left side. Tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Josh Rojas. Just missed.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Mariners go down. So the lineup flips over. Derek Jeter digs in now. He's 0 for 1. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Kicks and fires. That's hard hit on the line. Rayleigh makes the catch, and there's one gone. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
To the right side, Polanco tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. Next to hit, Chipper Jones. Grounded out his first time. Hit hard on the ground to short. Gathers and throws to first. And they get the... Digging in, J.P. Crawford. Martinez back to work. That one catches the zone. It's 0-1. And that's outside. The line to kick the pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Left-hand hitter waits. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That one the other way, and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Man at second. In the air, right field, towards the line. Misses the catch. Walker with a quick throw back in. And that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with 1 out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And here it comes. Ground ball could be 2. To the plate, and he's out. 2 on, 1 out. In now is the Mariners DH, Mitch Garver. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, pretty big contrast in that at bat. First couple of pitches down in the zone, and those are competitive pitches, so you have to respect it as a hitter. And then with 2 strikes, ran that fastball by him up high, and there was just no catching up.
Raleigh up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. First and second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And a swing and a miss. And that is that.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
baseman, Frank Thomas. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he beats it. He's safe. Man at first, David Ortiz now at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. The pitch. In the air, left side. Moving under this one. And he makes the catch. And there's one down. Here's the center fielder, Sammy Sosa. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Just missed. Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2.
2 strikes.
And the righty deals. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip the cap.
Here's the left fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. He's already homered here in this one. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Rodriguez heads towards it. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that ends the inning. And now the first baseman, Ty France. He's 0 for 1. And that one's a little bit low. 1-0.
Well, these Mariners just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And that's in for a strike. Right through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there. Just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
The 1-1. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now it appeal to third. And yes, he offered at it. And now it's 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Just misses with that one.
It's a good take.
On the ground, Jeter tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mitch.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Mitch Haniger. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. just missed. The Beasts up by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners, and they're down 2-0.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be rocking that stage to the sun out. Your boy cooked them.
And now Joe Mauer.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First pitch misses. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Chase Utley. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. First pitch just misses. That one lifted to left. Raley under it. He's got it. And there's one down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Derek Jeter. Runner takes off. Right field, down the line, and that one slices down. Base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So first and second with one gone. At the plate, Larry Walker, 1 for 2. Grounder might be 2. Over to Polanco. They get 1. Over to first. Safe.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Chipper Jones. Two on, 2 outs. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Rodriguez tracks it down for the out. Here's Josh Rojas. His first at bat was a strikeout. And a pitch. Rojas goes 6'1", 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And he went around, says Ricky Holiday. The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. On the ground, right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Not in time. He's safe. J.P. Crawford will hit next. Martinez checks on first, and he's back in standing.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some linked on the secondary lead and perhaps scoring a ball in the gap.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. And a good eye there.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And he deals. In there. Got him looking for the K. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Rodriguez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
That one close, ruled the ball. And the count 1-2. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Gets a piece and stays alive. Started after it, appeal to first, and he held up. Here comes a pitch. That one missed.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. In there for strike 1.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. And the infield fly is called. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Mitch Garver. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first in time. That's the 3rd out. Here's some real power at the plate. Frank Thomas. And a pitch. Popped up right side. Polanco in position. Makes the grab, 1 down. So up next, David Ortiz. Bounced up the middle. Crawford to first, and a couple of quick outs. Sammy Sosa, the next to hit. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's out of here. And they add a run. It's 3-0.
Just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now the left fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Just missed. Castillo maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th. Way out front for strike two. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
And here comes Scott Service as he's ready to make a change on the mound. Luis Castillo won't go any further, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. New pitcher for the Mariners, Carlos Vargas.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now Joe Mauer and takes low for ball one. And another ball. Here goes the runner. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Haniger going back, and it's off the wall. Coming home. Cut off, throw to second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Well, he's back out there to begin the seventh. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough sixth inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Throw over to Thomas. And they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh.
The first baseman.
And the batter now, Ty France. And the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. And that skips in the dirt.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it onto first. Got him. Two gone after the strikeout.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
And now for Seattle, Luke Raley. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. I see you win.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one to first. A dive. Nice stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself, waves the pitcher off, and continues to run into the dugout.
Now at the plate, Chase Utley. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it on his own, and one away in the bottom of the seventh. Back to the top of the lineup. Now here is Derek Jeter. And first offering is fouled off. Righty delivers. Strike two.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Hit in the air, right field. Haniger has a beat on it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Larry Walker, 1 for 3. Hit in the air, center field. Rodriguez heads towards it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. So digging in, Mitch Haniger. Now on the bump, Billy Wagner.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
The pitch. And that's outside. And that is ball 1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
That one ripped. That's back there. Back. Gone. And they cut into the deficit. It's 3-1.
Well, there goes the shutout, just like that. They're still behind, but this is a start.
And up next for Seattle, Josh Rojas. On the ground right side. Thomas takes it to the bag. First out in the top of the 8th. Back to the top of the Seattle order. And now the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. The Mariners down by a pair, and we're at the top of the 8th. On to first, and there's 2 down. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. There's a strike.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Got him swinging. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. So digging in, Chipper Jones. The right-hander back to work. They tried to get him to chase on a slider. Down and away. Activity in the bullpen. Taylor Saucedo appears to be getting ready for manager Scott's service. Spire, the power lefty, up as well. This one smoked out to left. And there's 1 away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way bad.
Thomas in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. That's in there. That's strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. On a line, base hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
And now, on the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1. On to first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, they had the chance to turn in 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
2 outs. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A massive home run. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 5-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. That blast from StatCast, 113 miles an hour off the bat, Siggy.
And it just flew out of here, Boog. Even if you only heard the ball hit the bat, you knew that was a home run. I mean, he put a perfect swing on it, and the numbers back it up.
In the air to left center. Rodriguez settles under it. He makes the grab, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Last chance coming up for the Mariners. So remaining in the game defensively, Adrian Beltre. He'll play 3rd after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. And stepping in for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco. There's a strike at the knees. Wagner measures 5 feet 10 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer. Thomas takes it himself. Now 1 gone in the 9th. So they bring on the veteran, Mariano Rivera.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And first offering is fouled off. The Beasts leading by 4 here at the top of the 9th. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Drifts towards it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Cal Raleigh digs in now. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. And a swing and a miss there.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The M's down to their final strike. And another ball. Ground ball, and this should do it. On to first. Ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
Tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no breath, low dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake friends gon' pile up. I need peace to borrow, get that right.
plug on the curb. Yeah, scrape the ground when I swing, dodging potholes when I swerve. Repping some bows and it's true. Not a pebble in my groove. In the beat with